Basic biomedical science is a discipline that studies the scientific basis of the biological mechanisms underlying human health and disease. It integrates various branches of biology, chemistry, physics, and mathematics to understand biological processes at the cellular, tissue, organ, and system levels of the human body. Basic biomedicine provides a scientific foundation that is essential for the development of medical diagnosis, therapy, and disease prevention. The following is a detailed explanation of basic biomedical science, covering the main principles, areas involved, and their applications in the medical field. 1. Basic biomedical science. Basic biomedical science focuses on understanding the various biological processes that occur in the human body at the molecular, cellular, and systemic levels. This science combines various disciplines, including a. Cellular and molecular biology. Cell biology. Understanding the structure and function of cells, including how cells work, reproduce, and communicate. Cells are the basic units of life, and understanding cells is essential to basic biomedical science. Molecular biology. Study of biological molecules, such as DNA, RNA, and proteins, and how these molecules interact and regulate life processes within cells. Genetics and gene regulation are essential to understanding the mechanisms of disease, including genetic diseases, cancer, and infections. B. Biological chemistry. Biological chemistry is the branch of chemistry that studies the chemical compounds and reactions that occur in living organisms. This includes enzymatic reactions, cellular metabolism, and molecular interactions in biological processes. For example, understanding the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, as well as metabolic pathways in the human body, such as glycolysis, the citric acid cycle, and oxidative phosphorylation, is an important aspect of biomedical science. C. Physiology. Physiology studies the normal function of the human body's organ systems. This includes the circulatory, respiratory, digestive, nervous, muscular, and other systems. An understanding of basic physiology allows scientists and medical professionals to understand how the body functions in a healthy state and how physiological changes can lead to disease. D. Genetics and genomics. Genetics is the study of inheritance and genetic variation. It involves the study of DNA, chromosomes, and the mechanisms by which traits are passed from parents to offspring. Genomics is a branch of genetics that studies the entire genome of an organism, including the genetic map and interactions between genes. Technologies such as DNA sequencing allow for a deeper understanding of human genetic variation and its relationship to disease. E. Microbiology and immunology. Microbiology is the study of microorganisms, bacteria, viruses, fungi, parasites, and how they affect the human body. Medical microbiology focuses on infections caused by these pathogens and the ways in which the body fights them. Immunology is the study of the human immune system, including how the body detects and fights pathogens and how abnormalities in the immune system can lead to autoimmune diseases or failure to respond to infections. 2. Basic biomedical principles. A. Molecular and cell interactions at the cellular level. Interactions between molecules, such as proteins, nucleic acids, and lipids, are essential in maintaining cell homeostasis. Processes such as DNA transcription, protein synthesis, and regulation of cell metabolism depend on highly coordinated molecular interactions. Understanding molecular signaling pathways, such as the MAPK pathway or the PI3K-ACT pathway, provides important insights into how cells respond to external stimuli, such as hormones or infections, and adapt to environmental changes. B. Genetic regulation. Every cell in the human body carries genetic information that is essential for regulating biological processes. The process of gene transcription and translation leads to the formation of proteins that underlie cell function. Regulation of gene expression, including the influence of transcription factors, DNA methylation, and histone modifications, plays a critical role in cell development, differentiation, and response to damage or stress. C. Metabolism and energy. Body metabolism is the chemical process that allows the body to produce energy from the food it consumes. This process involves chemical reactions that take place within cells to break down large molecules, such as carbohydrates and fats, into smaller molecules that can be used to produce ATP, adenosine triphosphate, the body's primary energy source. Basic biomedical science studies different metabolic pathways, including glycolysis, fatty acid metabolism, and the citric acid cycle, and how abnormalities in metabolism can contribute to diseases such as diabetes, obesity, or other metabolic disorders. 3. Application of basic biomedical sciences in medicine. Basic biomedical sciences have various important applications in the fields of medicine and health, including A. Disease research. Basic biomedical sciences provide an understanding of the basic mechanisms of disease. For example, the discovery of genetic mutations that cause cancer, or knowledge of how viruses such as HIV infect human cells, are the results of basic biomedical research. Understanding the molecular mechanisms of disease allows the development of new, more specific therapies, such as drugs that target specific molecular pathways that are disrupted in cancer. B. Drug development. The development of drugs to treat various diseases relies on a deep understanding of cellular and molecular biology. Drugs designed to target specific proteins or molecular pathways, such as enzyme inhibitors or monoclonal antibodies, are the result of the application of basic biomedical sciences. Example: the discovery of drugs to treat HIV infection, such as antiretrovirals, and the development of genetic therapies for diseases caused by genetic abnormalities. C. Biotechnology and cell therapy. Basic biomedical sciences also play a role in biotechnology, which includes techniques such as genetic engineering and cell therapy. Gene therapy is one of the important applications that uses understanding of genetics and molecular biology to treat genetic diseases by repairing or replacing damaged genes. Example: stem cell therapy to treat tissue or organ disorders damaged by disease or injury. D. Molecular diagnostics. Diagnostic technologies based on basic biomedical principles have enabled the development of more accurate diagnostic tests, such as PCR, polymerase chain reaction, tests to detect viral infections, e.g. COVID-19, or genetic tests to diagnose genetic diseases or predisposition to certain diseases. Example: tests to detect genetic mutations in cancer or identify infections with specific pathogens. E. Personalized medicine. Basic biomedical sciences enable the development of personalized medicine approaches, where therapies and treatments are tailored to an individual's genetic, metabolic, or biomarker profile. This can increase the effectiveness of treatment and reduce side effects. Example: using genetic profiles to determine the most effective cancer drugs based on a patient's genetic mutation type. 4. Diseases and disorders studied in basic biomedical sciences. Basic biomedical sciences focus on understanding diseases and disorders at the molecular and cellular levels. Some examples of diseases that are often studied in basic biomedical sciences include cancer disease, uncontrolled cell division that can be studied through genetic changes and cellular regulation that lead to tumors, genetic disease, disorders caused by genetic mutations, such as Down syndrome, cystic fibrosis, and Huntington's disease. Metabolic diseases, disorders related to the body's metabolism, such as type 1 and type 2 diabetes, obesity, and other metabolic disorders. Infections and immune diseases, diseases caused by microbial infections or disorders of the immune system, such as HIV, tuberculosis, lupus, and other autoimmune diseases. Conclusion: basic biomedical science is a deep scientific foundation for understanding the biological mechanisms underlying health and disease. By studying cell biology, genetics, biological chemistry, physiology, and microbiology, Basic biomedical science enables the development of more effective treatments and therapies and more accurate diagnostics. This science is essential in modern medicine and continues to grow with advances in technology and research that allow for a better understanding of various diseases and how to treat them.